and welcome to Gladys Cake Kitchen. This Halloween themed 2-tier cake you see here in this video originally started as a Faultline cake, but I failed at making this rather simple cake. How I got something so simple so wrong is all filmed for your viewing pleasure, along with some other cake developing problems that I fixed along the way. Hopefully in this video you will learn how not to make a Faultline cake, but more importantly you'll be encouraged to stay creative when things don't go to plan with your cakes. I am excited, nervous and vulnerable in this video, so let's just get started. The first of many problems I encountered was that I realized too late I hadn't turned the camera to record whilst leveling and filling the cakes. So this cake begins with trimming down all the cakes needed for the Faultline cake. With the Faultline cake I was going to be using the sandwich or stacking method, where a small cake is sandwiched between two layered cakes and frosted to create the Faultline effect. I have left a link in the description box for you to check this method out. Over here I have two 7-inch cakes and a 5-inch cake to serve as the smaller cake going in between the two 7-inch cakes. These will be stacked together and frosted to create the Faultline. All cakes trimmed, crumb coated and left to chill. I return each cake to apply another layer of ganache, aiming for a level top and a clean finish as the cakes are going to be stacked. I am using a cake card wrapped in plastic, similar to using the ganache disc. For a detailed video on how I get a level top using this method, please leave a comment below and I'll consider a video in the future. At this stage, whilst applying the ganache to the cakes, I realized I should have stacked the cakes immediately after crumb coating before applying the second layer of ganache, but I had lost track of my activity whilst trying to get a level top. After the second layer of ganache, I decided to plow ahead with a final layer of colored ganache in orange and black. These two should have been done when the cakes were stacked immediately after crumb coating and after the second layer of ganache. Having ganached my cakes cleanly and realizing my mistake too late, I attempted to stack the cakes anyway with the hope of turning my mistake around, but it was too late. I found the middle cake for the sandwich was higher than it needed to be, and the cake itself stood at 10 inches tall after being stacked. I did not have enough ganache to frost a 10-inch cake, and I did not have enough decorations to complete that. The candy Halloween teeth that I was going to be using was going to be very limited, as I had run out and the local store that I had picked the initial ones from had sold out and I couldn't find any suitable replacements. I was tired and overwhelmed as the cake was an extra last-minute task undertaken after my week's orders were completed. I gave up and took the top tier of the sandwich for the Faultline out, leaving a perfectly stacked 2-tier cake. I then added some spider and candy teeth decorations and mixed some food coloring into golden syrup to make some blood. I then painted the blood on the candies and on the cake to create a dripping blood effect. I added two scary looking zombies made of marshmallows atop as extra decorations to finish this cake off. I realize now my failure at a simple Faultline cake was due to my overambition, tiredness and poor planning. The execution of a perfect cake, like most things, require planning and advanced preparation, which I didn't do very well. Rest is important for undertaking tasks that require focus and clarity, and this too I failed at. But keeping things simple is a winner's attitude, especially when starting an uncertain process or journey. I hadn't done a Faultline before, yet I attempted to do this with my own twist on it, and no wonder I failed and it all went wrong. But hopefully you're inspired to plan ahead, rest up and keep things very simple, especially if you've just begun this exciting journey of baking and decorating. But more importantly, I hope you were encouraged to stay creative for a positive outcome when your cakes don't turn out as you initially hoped for in the kitchen. Share your cake disaster stories in the comments below, and to see what happened to the top tier cake, check here. For more fixes video like this one, check below in the description box. I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.